Okay, so I'm gonna get into it here with a 3v3 ranked game with Smokey Mcpot and Margiela Madman, sent to me by Smokey Mcpot. Let's get into it here. It's supposed to be a good game that they played, so. Alright, solid kickoff strat there. Looks like Marge goes for the ceiling shot here. So going for the ceiling shot. Always risky, but he does it anyways. Seems that this other guy thought he was going to go pass, so that didn't work out super well, but at least everything is on the up and up here. It's a good interception. Got that little bump there, unfortunately, but it all worked out. You guys had some good pressure here. So March gets beat to the ball. So right there. Let's take a look at this again. Seems like you turn, you do a little too much of a drift, so now you end up turning backwards. So in this situation here, you kind of have to go up on the wall, and then you just get beat really badly from this guy who's already going to have that momentum. So I think in this situation, just kind of waiting to see his hit first, and then once you see that it goes over there, trying to rush up the challenge on the wall would be better in that situation. So then here it kind of leaves it out into a bad situation for your team, because now it's going to be flying towards the net, and there's, this guy, or even this guy. Luckily, Marge is able to get this save out, which is really good. It's a good save by him. That was one scenario that could have ended badly for sure. Yeah, right there. Looks like, yeah. So you kind of bump him into the boost, and so now you kind of don't have any more boost to keep going with that, but you lost control of it, but at least you got it to your teammates, so that worked out pretty well. Now it seems like it's on the goal line. They take it up the wall. Right here, you're going to challenge and know that if you know that this guy is going to take it off the wall right here, it'd be a good time to back off. Go back down the wall and let me see here with the fly camera. Because if he's going to take this off the wall, you know that he's going to have the ability to hit it really far out into the middle if he wants to. So there's really no way that you can challenge it by jumping off the wall. It's not really going to work out unless you're like right in front of him and you can challenge it when it's basically right off the wall. So right here, a better thing to do is as soon as you see him going up for it, just turn back and basically try to move back this direction. So turning back down off the wall and watching to see what his hit is going to be is a better decision there. Just kind of, watch, see his hit. Don't rush into a challenge that you're not going to be able to get, basically. Right here, it looks like March didn't have any boost, so that was a good hit right there to go up, keep control of that ball. And there you had a pretty solid possession there. It looks like this guy was trying to dribble it off the wall. So in that situation, I might have probably backed off to let him have it if he really wants it, but it seems like he kind of lost control of it anyways. So right here, you have a good opportunity to just kind of keep the dribble. So that's just one of those kind of confusing things. But right there, the problem with this dribble is that obviously you're running low on boost, but also this first touch right here kind of loses it for you. So if we kind of slow this down to 50, you can see you get a good first touch to get it past this guy. And now you've got, where's the fly camera? Now you've got this guy challenging coming up. And this guy kind of in the back, the blue guy back there. So now right there, that first touch kind of screws you because you're going to hit it more towards him. And you also end up getting a flip that he can challenge off you really fast. So in that situation, let's see, first touch was good there. Right there, you're going to want to either, if you're going to try to hit it left, you want to get more on the right side of the ball and try to drift into it, kind of catch it and turn it left. But I think an even better situation would be to try to hit it more to the right towards the middle of the field so that you can hook it back inwards to get it past that other guy. So that's why right there, lost control of it. That's all good. You guys seem to have, every time you lose control of it, it seems like you guys have pretty good pressure on the ball, which is good. Good rotations mean you're applying pressure at the right time, so it's like every time you lose possession of the ball, the next person's there to keep the pressure on. So that's one thing you did really well here. The other team seems to be losing the ball a lot too. Yeah, so right there, that was a good, you look at positioning wise, you look at Marge here coming in. Right here, it's kind of a decision of either, you know, do you go up to the left or does he go up? You probably could have gone because you had boost, so if he didn't have boost, it would have been better for you to go up, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, it seemed like he had a good amount of boost, so solid play. Hold on, let's go back. Yeah, so right here, right there's just kind of looking at, you know, who goes up to that second spot, so you let him go up. And that was good, because now he's in a good position to get this touch here. Doesn't hit it on, but at least you kind of are seeing, you know, coverage of the ball here. At least you're trying to cover it to the right side. See right there, you were kind of, in going to the right and starting to go up the wall, you were kind of putting all your cards in the fact that he would, in the hopes that he would go up the wall too. So because of that, I think that's why he decided to go inwards. Because now you're at like a bad situation where he has complete control of the ball. That plus the fact that Sage Hen, I think is his name. Sage Hen also went up for the challenge right here, putting both of you guys out of the play, which then leaves Marge back there in kind of a rough spot. Because now both of you kind of got taken out of the play. In that situation, it was more of a 1v1 because those two guys weren't quite back. So that was a good hit there by Marge to keep that pressure out. And then you guys, like I was saying, do a good job of keeping the pressure on at key times there. So right there, even though they got the ball again, kept good pressure on it. And right here, you actually had a good opportunity to shoot that on the net. If you could get more to the right side of it and hit it a little more down the center line, you probably could have gotten a good slammer into the net. But those are the kind of things that are tough to be consistent on. And then right here, one thing that I've been talking about in some of my other replay analysis videos is the importance of the camera and how it actually affects your position. So that's why certain positions are better than others, simply because of the camera angle. So right here, since you're like basically right below the ball, you can only see up at the ball. You can turn ball cam off, but then you won't have as good of a read on where the ball is going to go. So you need to, the problem with this is that you don't have any view of the surrounding area. You don't know if people are going up for it, what's going to happen here. So I think that's what led you into going up for it, thinking that you had to. And that's why Sage Hen also went up. So see right here, it was actually a pretty solid play by this guy to try to go up the ball, but he just didn't get the greatest aerial. In fact, he could have gone off the wall, maybe. See right here, you both kind of go for the aerial, but I think in this case, you should have maybe turned ball cam off to kind of gauge the people around you, and then probably turned off. Just kind of check your position where you're at in the rotation. So you would have turned it off and seen probably this. So you could see like, okay, he's over there, Marge is over here, so you probably need to kind of rotate back to just keep the cover on. Kind of rotate back to this position so that now you'd have the opportunity to come in for a shot right here. Whereas instead, because of that camera angle, you couldn't really tell what was going on, so you kind of went up for it when you shouldn't have, and now all of you guys are in this one little tiny spot, and he put both of you out of the play. But luckily, it seems Marge is going back really fast, which is nice. It's good to see. So right there, notice the danger from this guy. He could have shot that on a wide open net, but he had a really weak shot. So that was a good thing, able to get back there. Keep control of that ball. But see right there, get that from his perspective. He was good at keeping the control of the ball, but he got a touch on the ball that went a little high. So right here it ended up bouncing off the wall back in. And he did read it right, so he came back in. Oh wow, he actually got this read too. But see right there, you've already made kind of a mistake, or Margia anyways has, in not keeping enough control of the ball. He's giving the other team another opportunity to score on this, and they should have scored there, but they hit it just off. And I think it would have been fine if it bounced off because these guys were really not positioning themselves very well. But Marge got a really nice read off of the rebound. So that is a nice way to get a good clear off of that. And then another good hit there from him. And right here, I think it looks like he just didn't react to this quite fast enough. That plus the fact he only had 11 boosts, so there's not much you can do there. But yeah, right there, that was a good thing, just kind of going back, knowing that obviously there's no way you could really get that ball if you jumped off the wall. So that was a good play, just kind of keeping control of this ball. You know that you don't have any boosts, so it's good to just do what you know you can do. But right here, let's see. Looks like you only got. Hold on, where's the fly? Yeah, looks like you've only got one to beat. One guy back there. Both of these guys are up here. So even though you don't have no boost, so it's not going to be very easy to get a good shot on. But I think right there, trying to go for a flick. Let's see here. Let's do 50 now. So right here, you try to hook it around, but you're a little too far forward on the ball. So see right there, the actual camera is pointing directly at the ball. And you can see that it's pointing way off to the right, whereas you want it to be pointing much more to the left. Your car is a little too far forward on the ball, so you want to hit it back a little bit. So that's why right here, when you try to do this flip, if you actually look at your car in the circle, you're like almost all the way in the circle. And you actually are like directly below it, so you don't get any power off of it. You just end up getting like a little touch that doesn't go anywhere. But because you had no boost, your teammates should also know that, or if you tell them at least, they should know that nothing really exciting is going to happen from you. If you're going up with no boost, basically what you want to do is, try to do the best you can and just try to go for like a 50-50 or something like that. So that's why if your teammate is going up for something like that also with no boost, then you want to make sure that you know that, okay, he's got no boost. He's probably just going to go for 50-50, so it's probably not going to end up very well. So nice flick there from Marge. Let's take a look at that again in fly, just to look at the positioning of this. So it looked like Marge was trying to get a shot in, but it was a little wide. It's coming in at kind of an awkward angle. So right there, it looks like Sage Hen got this boost and flipped immediately around. When I think, yeah, what he should have done is rotated back around this way to become the last man back so that you could rotate up there. And he would rotate around this direction. And then Marge could rotate back. But instead he kind of went around this way, turned around, and flipped back this way and ended up going for the ball. And that kind of led to a weird positioning error there. But overall, it turned out okay. Nothing too bad. It was a nice hit there. It was good timing on that to get a lot of power. I'm sure that was probably not intentional, but it ended up working out. Oh wow, it ended up working out really well. Yeah, see that? See this touch right here, you got it right off the little tiny bounce off of the corner, it looked like, which is pretty crazy, but he ended up hitting that so far out that if you look at where the blue team is going, they're really far forward, and so they don't have a whole lot of coverage on that net. So that's why Marge is able to go up and get a really nice hit. Solid stuff there. kickoff. Looks like, what's his name? Sagehen kind of lost the ball there. And then again, that hit, probably not the greatest touch. That's another thing that falls into the category of making sure you get the best touch you can. So right there, instead of trying to hit it back towards him, if you wanted to go for a shot, you'd have to hit it under the ball to try to get more height on it, maybe hit it with the corner. But I think a better scenario might have been, since you had a good amount of boost, to hit it to the left and try to take it up the wall. Keep control of it over there. So it also buys your teammates more time to get back, get boosts, and stuff like that. Right there, in rotating back, you could have gone for the boost right here to come back in as well. But that quick rotation is good as well. You see right there, actually, yeah, if you had gone for the boost, you could have been in a position to get that. But since you didn't have enough boost, not able to get that save. But luckily, you guys are doing some good defense. Oh, nice passing play there. Let's watch this first from this guy. So, they get a nice save that ends up going really far. This guy gets a really bad hit. So this guy right here, Sagehen, he could go for either a shot into that top corner because this purple dude is kind of trying to come back, not in the greatest position to save a ball. And that's probably what he was trying to do, but he ended up getting, either way, a really good infield pass, which especially in this position of the defender it's going to be really hard for him to save. If we watch this actually from the perspective of this guy, you can see he's trying to come back, but now he's like kind of screwed by this infield pass, because he was probably kind of expecting a shot there, which he might have been able to save, but it would have been tough. But then right here, it's behind him, and if you look at the position of his car, he can't really turn fast enough. And he also he really didn't expect you to go for that, I guess, or wasn't paying attention. So, really good finish there. Alright, not a bad hit. Might have been able to try to shoot it at the net, but still, as long as you keep general control of it, it's not bad. That hit was a little far out from Marge. Coming off the wall, he kind of lost the ball right there. Kind of sent it out into a dangerous spot where this guy on the left of your screen is probably going to be able to get that faster than Sagehen can, which he does. But luckily he misses the shot. And then right there, it's a good challenge. You knew that you were going to get up there faster. Okay, there's a slight double commit there from the other two members of your team, but like I said, you guys have done a good job of keeping control of it and keeping good pressure, and the other team has done a pretty poor job of actually, but yeah, basically the same thing. Pretty poor job of keeping control, and they always seem to get beat to the ball and lose possession of it, which is what happens. Yeah, that was a good beat there by Sage. So I think this is a good, yeah, that was good right there. Just kind of waiting to see what he's going to do, because if you go up and challenge that again, you're just going to end up flying forward, and both of your teammates aren't really going to be coming back very soon. So this was really good to just kind of, watch what he's doing. You don't have to rush into anything right quick. And then this touch is also really good, because he was really hoping for you to pop that up, but you get like a really nice, just low touch on the ground that also sends it back to Marge. And you can just convert that back into offense really quick. And then some good passing plays going there. Good positioning to be able to get those passes too. And yeah, at this point, 5 seconds left is just all about playing keep away. And there's no way they're going to win. So yeah, that was overall very well played. I enjoyed watching this. And I think you guys did a good job of keeping control of the ball, playing fast, rotating enough that you kind of keep that pressure on at all times. So if one person loses control, the next person comes up right away, get the pressure on. And overall, I think the other team made a lot of mistakes that you capitalized on pretty well to keep that pressure on, and I think you did a good job. So, GG.